but Newcastle United. So now we're moving to the top four position. I think the top four for many years has always been, the big boys. It's been the positions for the big boys, and we know how competitive this has been over the last decade, to be precise. This position hasn't been dominated either, just like fifth and sixth position. So it's a pretty interesting one. It's one position that first of all guarantees automatic Champions League qualification. So the fourth spot is going to be up for grabs. So Toby, who's your pick for fourth spot?
This is when it gets very difficult for me because I think a few of the teams in second, third, fourth, in my prediction, I think is very interchangeable. It depends on form, injuries, how everything is going. Like I think the recent news about Rodri already being injured once more. I think that's very very big news for City and it really affects a lot of things.
Mm,
But considering all of that, like that team has already had a lot of experience not playing with Rodri. So I think they shouldn't be as hurt as they were the first time, that big injury happened. The season hasn't started yet, so they have time to adjust and maybe sign a short-term replacement if they need it. In terms of my shouts, I actually want to go Manchester City. The team I'm going to call in third eventually was going to be City, but I've changed my mind now as I analyze it more and thinking about it now because our midfield is so important. The team that I have in third, which I'm not going to mention just yet, I feel if they went head to head with City, they would be able to overcome City in some games. And because of that, and I feel like the way the season is going to be extremely competitive, I think we're going
mm,
to see a lot more losses for the teams in the top four, top five. We're going to see those head-to-head games between teams in the top four, top five, not be draws, be wins and losses. So there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of chaos. And I feel like City, because they have a decent amount of new signings, and those new signings need to gel with the guys, and they also need to deal with the stress of the season. I don't know if they'll have enough to be able to go all the way forward to mount another title challenge. Because I think like for City, it's either two ways. Either they come back to mount another title challenge, or they kind of quote unquote regress to become a top four, top five finishing side. And I think for
mm,
City's history, that's not a terrible thing because they've been down in the dumps in the past. But at the end of the day, it's a new era for Manchester City. But at the same time, they can't be number one forever. They're gonna need to fall off once in a while and be number
mm,
three, number four. So I'm gonna go Manchester City for number four.
mm. Um, Ballsy shout, ballsy shout. Considering that it's Manchester City, it's Pep
Yep.
Guardiola being in charge, but we saw a huge decline last season. So you giving them a shout for fourth place is realistic. That's just the truth. And sadly, they've lost Rodri again, just like you said. And it really doesn't seem like Pep has a lot of faith in Nico Gonzalez because even when he was fit last season, sometimes Pep prefers to play someone like Akonji, um, Nico
Rico
Riley,
Lewis.
or
Yeah.
even Gundogan
Yeah.
in the whole. So we'll see what will happen this season. Now they've got new additions in midfield, talking about Ryan Cherokee and Tijani Reinders. However, it seems like Reinders will be given that that license to go forward.
Yeah.
They played a game against Palermo yesterday, and then he could have scored a hat trick. He scored two decent goals, and he was honestly just rapid going forward. I think Reinders is a midfielder that moves like a winger, and he would be a problem this season. I really don't know how the rest of Europe let Pep Guardiola get his hands on Tijani Reinders, but hey, it is what it is. It's the pool of Pep, is the pool of Manchester City at the moment. So yeah, very realistic shot for fourth place from Toby, talking about Manchester City. Tolu?
Okay, so at fourth, still very competitive. I keep talking about competition, but like as you go up like higher up, it gets
Mm,
worse. I have Chelsea at fourth, but it's like
mm,
I don't know. Top four is could be goal difference, could be like the gaps between I don't know third and fourth, third and second and third, first and second. It could be like a couple of points. It could be goal difference. We have a number of things to go to the wire. But Chelsea signed Joao Pedro. Also got oh yeah, Liam Delap, I guess.
Yeah.
Still, yeah. can't see them being like still probably will still be some more transfer activity on their end. Plus all of the momentum that they have from the Conference League winning the Club World Cup. I think they will go ahead and like they will have a decent season.
Hmm.
Might finish higher than that. Could you pull off something greater? But I have them